Welcome to Baku. It's round 4 of the championship here in this F123 driver career, starting at Alfa Romeo, but not necessarily ending at Alfa Romeo. Of course, come the end of the season, maybe even halfway. We'll wait and see. Maybe even halfway, you guys will have the opportunity to vote on where we move at any given moment, given our overall performances. At the minute, I'm not necessarily performing well enough to have earned a move higher up the grid. But maybe between now and the midway point in the season, you might feel that I have. We shall wait and see. We got a, on paper, career best P15 finish in Australia last time out, although it wasn't as straightforward as you might imagine from that. So, with what, 3, maybe 4 parts fail on the way into this weekend as well. We could have been significantly higher in the R&D charts. Unfortunately, we are not, but they're in development again. Fingers crossed they actually pass this time. We've still got nearly 1,000 resource points left available to us. And we're going to try and earn some more through practice here. Fully dry weekend other than the race. Yay! Which is start dry, then smash it down, then dry up again. So it's going to be utter chaos in the Grand Prix. But it's a sprint weekend, so there's a lot of action left to come. So if you don't mind, I'm going to crack on with it. Only one practice session as well before we head to qualifying, so not that much time to actually hone my skills and get my eye in around the circuit, so hopefully we can still do well. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. I'd appreciate the support on it. I know it's not getting as many views as the player career mode on FC24. That is smashing it right now. Thank you for your continued support there as well. I appreciate it. We will plough on and continue with the F1 content because I love making it, and Football Manager content is not far away either. Oh, there's a lot of videos on this second channel. Let's head to practice and take it one day, one session at a time. With the deltas in the practice programs, we were absolutely fine. And the car felt okay, considering it's Baku on this game. But I've a funny feeling that Q2 might be a bit too much to ask for here, actually, heading into qualifying. Whilst I think of it, I'm going to put my fresher parts in for quali so that we don't use slightly worn parts. We have as fresher parts in as possible, and obviously for a power circuit like this, you're going to want things to be as fresh as possible because your components are going to get a pounding around here. And of course, park firme conditions once you head to qualifying so that you can't change anything about the car other than fuel level, front wing angle, and tyre pressures. That is it. So, qualifying time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And like I say, I think P16 at best here is my expectation heading in. So we were a 10th and a half up on Valtteri. And over the line, well, it's P15 by the skin of my teeth. But I imagine everyone else is going to go out again. If there's time, I will quickly try and bang on another set and we'll go out again. No, I've not got time. I've not got time. So, everyone that's on circuit at the minute, we have to hope doesn't go faster. It's probably safe to presume everyone's going to go faster. I've almost exactly a 10th on Valtteri of 300ths less than on Lance, and I think everyone's going to go quicker. So, yeah, I think it's probably going to be a Q1 exit here. But we will keep our fingers very much... No. It's going to be a Q1 exit here. It's going to be P19 for us. I probably left it too late to go out for my first run, not allowing myself to go out for a second to make the most of track evolution. So it's a P19 start, but there is, of course, the sprint race to come, which we're not expecting to get points in, but we certainly could move further forward for the main Grand Prix with. So a mistake, perhaps, in qualifying with timings, but we have the opportunity to rectify that mistake before the full Grand Prix. Thankfully, it's a sprint weekend. He says, provided I've got the pace to keep up in the sprint weekend in full race stream, which we didn't in Australia. Oh, we might get lucky. Pass first time. Hey. Right, how many resource points are we getting for all of that? Have we matched Valtteri Bottas again like we did in Australia? We got exactly the same amount of resource points as him last time out. No, we've got exactly the same as we did before, 432, but he's got slightly less. But that puts us well over 2,000 now. Some more development boosts applied, which are actually discounts more so than boosts, but still, we'll take them. Not spending any resource points yet, but now headed to the sprint race, which will help us determine fuel levels and tyre stint lengths, at least for the medium tyre, I imagine, for the full Grand Prix. Although with the rain coming in the Grand Prix, it's going to be a bit of a curveball, isn't it? I mean, we'll go with a lap's worth of extra fuel, and then we know where we are for, because this is a third the length, so whatever we use here, we can just extrapolate out 3 times and then know what to do for the Grand Prix. Although, with it raining, we will be able to save some fuel in the rain as well. So we actually might be able to run a little bit lower on fuel for the full Grand Prix. But this is fully dry in the sprint, so going to need to be as quick as I possibly can be here. And we'll try and leave Logan Sargent behind at the very least. Right, channel your inner Usain Bolt, because it's sprint time. 0.4 is decent. Just me, Magnussen and Logan Sargent to line up, and then we'll be good to go. So our tyres will be pretty damned warm. Hopefully, that will lead to a decent start. Which it has done. I don't want to give Logan a bit of a squeeze there. Logan's actually squeezing himself by diving up the inside there, but he's gotten away with it. I've got the inside on Magnussen here, but I'm kind of getting boxed in a bit. Can I go up the inside of Logan Sargent here as well? I can, and I will. Alright. 1 position earned so far. The inside line here as well, so give Logan a bit of room, but try and nip ahead of him for this one, which we've done well. Got the inside maybe. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo! Yes, we can. Good. That's another position made. I don't know how well this will last, but it's a good start so far. 19th to 17th. Let's keep it going. Fuel is absolutely fine. We're using like 0.01 or less per lap. But I have a feeling my tyres are going to go before theirs do. Yellow flag in front. Not sure what for. It's a Red Bull. Is he moving again? I'm not sure. Sergio Perez has already retired once. If it is Sergio, let's have a look. There's a Red Bull. It's to the left-hand side here. That's Max. Max, wow. So Sergio Perez's engine went in Australia, and now Max Verstappen's has gone here. Not a great couple of events for Red Bull Honda, is it? Or Red Bull powertrains. Max Verstappen will be starting the main Grand Prix from last. 3rd in the World Championship, not that far behind those in front of him. He'll be a long way behind after this race weekend, because the Ferrari are going to get, well, judging by the layout of the minute, a 1-2 in the sprint, and will start 1-2 for the main Grand Prix as well. Rear tyres getting dangerously close to 25% now. This light in front just went very slowly around that part of the track though. Lost about half a second, not sure why. They'll get it back now down the straight, but if they're going to start battling, that hopefully might bring them back towards me a little bit. You can see they're 3 or 4 wide in front here. One of them is actually going in the pits. It's an Alpine, Esteban Ocon in the pits. So that'll be why they were going slowly. Esteban Ocon had damage. It's another position for us in the sprint. Through nothing that we've earned, but we'll take it nonetheless. And they are still fighting in this group in front. In fact, it's my teammate, as you can see from the mini-map, Valtteri Bottas, that is holding everybody up here.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
Oh, have a word. Lap 15 of the sprint, the engine's gone pop. Well, we weren't going to get a better starting position than our initial qualifying effort. As it happens, after Max Verstappen's engine went bang on him, now mine has too. My choice words about the reliability of the Red Bull powertrain come back to haunt me as my Ferrari engine also goes bang. So we started 19th, We were running 15th, but we will start the full Grand Prix 19th again. Bugger. Thankfully, it's just the sprint, not the full Grand Prix. We were right at the very end of it. I only needed to do another 3 laps, but never mind. It is what it is. We can still continue this weekend. I'll just have to put a new power unit in. Well, Valtteri starts P12 in the main Grand Prix then. It is a Ferrari 1-2, which is great for them. Terrible for Max Verstappen. Ferrari are dominating this first season so far. I don't think it's fair for my driver claim to go down there when it was the machinery that let me down, not my talent. Regardless, we'll head to the Grand Prix now and start P19. Change the engine then, shall we? It's the control electronics. It wasn't even the actual engine. It came up with the wrong symbol. It was the control electronics that let go. They've done 143 laps. The other control electronics I've got at my disposal have done 162, which is 6%. So they've done maybe 5% in the control electronics, and it decided it wanted to go pop. And to change it, I'm going to have to take a grid penalty. So I will be starting 20th. Unless, of course, Max Verstappen has had to take a grid penalty for his, which I imagine he will do for whatever went wrong on his car, meaning we should still start 19th. Bright sunshine at the beginning of this race, 28 degrees it said, but it will be dipping and rain will be coming when we get to the halfway stage, maybe slightly before. So I'd be tempted to... Well, I'm not sure what everyone else would do strategy-wise then, because a medium set would only get about 15 laps or 17 laps as we saw from the sprint. The softs would probably only last about 9 or 10, and I don't imagine that's going to be long enough to get to the rain. Lewis Hamilton with a penalty as well. Alex Albon with a penalty too, so I'll start 19th, but I'm not the only one to be taking a bit of a backward step. What's everyone else doing strategy-wise? Expecting some hards and some mediums, and some hards, certainly softs as well. Yuki's on his medium set, the majority of the grid on softs, some on hards. Now, what would be lovely to know is how far through the race that rain is going to come. But judging by that, it looks like it's going to be quite a while. Some electing to go hard to the rain, others going to go soft. I'm going to discuss this with Twitch chat because I'm not sure. If it dries up earlier than 10 laps from the end, softs won't make it and I'll need the medium set. I think it might be a plan to go hards and try and take them to the rain. That gives me, like IB says, flexibility at the end. I don't think we're going to need to have much fuel at all. We've barely used any in the actual race, and with rain coming, I'm gonna go bang on 51 laps and hope that we don't have to use any extra fuel. So we will start hard, hope that they will last till the rain, and that others will be stopping around us so we can gain an advantage. That's the plan. Will plan work? Don't know.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
15 minutes on the rain.
Best tyre for now.
15 minutes on the rain. So the softs might last, they might not. 0.9 meters isn't great. Well, everybody's on softs around us. The other two hard runners were at the front of the grid. And then Yuki was in the middle of the grid on his mediums. So I'm going to need a good start. I'm not expecting to be able to keep up with anybody around me, really. We're putting all of our hope in that rain coming slightly later than everyone else expects. Contact between Verstappen and Sargent already. Hamilton's not made any places yet. Alex Albon's dropped to the back, although he's going to be on my inside here. Just trying not to make contact with him as he bounces over the curb. Do I get brave and go for someone's inside here, or do I not? I don't think so. I'll try and hold Alex Albon off, though, if I can. Do I get brave and go someone's outside here? No. I might do this, though. Get me on the inside of Max Verstappen, at least. Leave him room. But we're through against Max, P18. Whilst I'm hoping they won't be able to maximise the use of the main life in those softs because the grid is going to be so close together. The pack is going to be so close together. I might have to get very lucky.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
We've taken a risk. But after retiring with a failure in the sprint and starting at the very back, we might as well take a risk.
Keep on him. He might make a mistake.
Bollocks to keeping on him. I'm just going to go round him. And Albon got him as well. We pushed Max so far offline. Alex Albon was able to squeeze past too. Right, now rain, don't come yet. I don't want to see any rain until lap 10 at least. Yeah, being in someone's DRS is going to be very important, but I'll try and do it. I can't commit to anything. Given how spread out, or how much faster they'll be, sorry, than me on these tyre compounds.
Battery charge is high.
But I'll try.
That overtake button a bit more.
I'll try my absolute best.
Caution, caution.
Yellow flag. A Mercedes is going safety car, safety car, safety car. Okay, well that gains us some extra time. Russell's got a 5-second penalty. Oh, he must have sped into the pit lane. It's now Max Verstappen. Is that Sergio? Sergio Perez doesn't have a front wing. George is bumped into the pits, chose to go into the pits. I'm not sure. Oh, George is missing some front wing already. So George wanted to pit because he's missing some front wing, but because the McLaren was on his inside, he couldn't. So he's slowing down to then pull in between the McLaren and the Aston Martin to get in the pit lane. But then the Aston Martin goes up his inside and he still can't pit, so he has to slow down even more, which then puts Max Verstappen into the back of him. Oh, sorry, Sergio Perez into the back of him, who's gone to go right, then gets a tank slapper on because he's reacted so quickly and just runs straight into the back of the Mercedes. So we have a safety car, which annoyingly, Checo's got a 5-second... No, Checo is out. Checo doesn't have a 5-second penalty. Checo is DNF'd. That's 2 DNFs in a row for Sergio Perez then. Frustratingly, this is really going to help the soft runners in ensuring that their tyres last until the rain. We'll only spend 1 lap behind the safety car though. Because George will catch us back up and then we'll go. But this is continually using up more of the soft runners' best usage, best pace of their soft tyres. It'll make them last a little bit longer, but rain in 15 minutes, I still think they might have to pit, you know. They might have to pit still. Not yet, still not gone, now we go.
Green flag.
That's Sargent. It's P15 for now. Cost me loads of time. 2 positions. George still with that 5-second penalty. He hasn't served it in the pit stop. Max is going for it. Soft tyres, faster engine. That's fine.
We're currently trailing our teammate by 6.8 seconds.
Try a switch back maybe. Be chaos into turn 1. Absolute bedlam.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
It's like Noah's Ark down there. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Still, it's both Williams in front, but Russell has taken Verstappen behind. Really surprised he didn't serve his 5-second penalty in the pits. Maybe that will happen next time around. Or maybe they'll serve at the end of the race. If it were real life, he'd serve it in the pits. I thought, to be honest, he could serve it in the pits in-game, but maybe not. Albon's made it past Lewis Hamilton at the moment. Lewis started 16th because of a penalty, and he's still only 15th, despite Perez's retirement. It's not been great for Lewis so far.
Here's some information on Russell for you. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Okay, Russell behind me's got an issue as well. So Mercedes in the mud as well as Red Bull being in the mud so far today. Clouds are building, but no sign of rain yet. I don't want rain until lap 15 or so. I don't want rain... Basically, I don't want rain until all the soft runners have stopped. I think they might try and hang it out until the rain, to be honest. And the safety car might have helped them do that. Still went too deep.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Come on in, Max. Look at the speed difference. That's insane.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds.
Should maybe let Max overtake me, but I don't feel confident enough of being able to stick with him. 3 wide in front, Russell, Sargent and Albon, I think.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 12.8 seconds.
Hi Max, can I stay in your DRS please forever? Thank you. 18% wear on my rears already on hards, surely. Surely those softs are wearing super, super high right now. They've got to be in the late 20s at least, surely. I think they might be, you know. I'm actually sticking with Max quite comfortably here. I think the soft runners are now starting to struggle. But annoyingly, I think the rain is going to come just in time for them. Another yellow flag in front. Not sure what for. It's a Alpine. Pierre Gasly's out of the race. Is he at the wall? Gasly's in... Or is that just where he stopped? That might just be where he stopped. Yeah, his engine's gone. He's just stopped there. I thought for a minute he'd gone straight into that wall somehow, but that's where he's stopping. You'd go in the pits, surely. To be fair, a Haas has gone in the pits, and I think I just saw raindrops fall. I did indeed. So raindrops falling here as a Haas goes in the pits. So
Okay, clear.
at least some of, or at least one of the soft runners is pitting, but that might be for damage. I'm not sure. We'll find out in due course when Magnussen is out of the pits, which is now. Did he stop for damage or did he stop just for tyres? He stopped just for tyres. Are we going to get lucky and have the soft runners stop before the rain gets too heavy, or are we not? If there was no safety car, I'd have said we were quids in. But because of the time delay of the safety car, I think the majority of the other drivers are going to get really, really lucky here and be able to make those softs last
Okay, so the car behind
until
has come in. They're
the
now
rain
on the soft
comes
tyre.
hard
Soft
enough
tyres on the car behind.
to warrant a change in compounds. It is getting slippery underfoot, so to speak. Very slippery. We may all be on inters by the end of the lap. Regardless, some may elect to do an extra lap rather than double stack, so we might gain a position or two from that, perhaps. when the time comes. Okay, Max is getting very slow here. It's quick in a straight line. He's got no traction. Nobody else in yet. I'm going to try and take Max. Set Inters as my next set, and I'm going to try and take Max Verstappen. Is he going to go defensive or not? He does. Stroll's in the pits. Stroll pit, what for? Another set of softs by the looks of things. Some of them are stopping for fresh sets of dry tyres. In fact, quite a few of them have stopped and I didn't notice. I'm actually up to P13 now. Hi Max, I am here. I am coming through, whether you like it or not, pal, I'm afraid. It is just working in our favour a little bit. As it stands, those on fresh softs are going to be quick despite the conditions, and the conditions are not great right now. And as you can see, Stroll is right on my back bottom right now, and those brand new soft runners got a bit of pace about them. What I might do is actually tactically let Lance through here, so I can get DRS. Really starting to struggle for grip. So I'm going to get swamped here by a number of cars. Verstappen, one of the Haas, the other Haas. Hasn't quite worked as we hoped it would. Unless some others stop for soft tyres very soon, these hards are dead. I've got 26% rear tyres. I'm just getting swallowed again. I'm going backwards. Their new softs are still working well enough to actually power them forward in this Grand Prix. Verstappen's getting swallowed at just the same rate. So it's just our worn rubber that is the issue right now. But it's not quite intermediate running yet. My inters would overheat if I were to put them on.
Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Oh, the tactical gamble very, very nearly worked. I can't put the power down.
Just another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there.
Really? Are we not going to wet tyres at all? Surely we're not just powering through this. We've got to go to inters at some point, surely.
Okay, conditions are going to keep deteriorating for 10 minutes at least. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Well, I am now running last. So the tactical gamble has failed. And now by hanging on for the rain myself, I'm now the one losing time. The rain is starting to build up. Spray starting to come. Now might be the call. Now might be the call.
Okay, dries seem like the best tyre now.
Are they though? Look, I'm gonna pit. This is just as was the case with the earlier strategy. This is a risk, but let's see what happens. So now we have more favourable, we believe we have more favourable tyres at the end of the race. We hope.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
So we want to get these up to temperature. I mean, there's rooster tails. DRS surely is going to get disabled soon. They keep trying to power through this. If conditions are only going to get worse, then surely we've made the right decision. Nobody else in the pits yet, though. No, Ferrari's in. And both McLarens, they're in. We made the call at the right time. Have we got enough time with only one lap to gain any time on everybody else? Some will have to double stack. Williams will have to double stack. Haas will have to double stack. Or do another lap. I don't know how well this is going to work for us or not, to be honest. I couldn't tell you at the moment. The entire field is in. Everybody is double stacking. You anticipate that they're going to mediums and not to another set of softs. Oh, but I think they might be going to dry tyres. No, they are going to inters. They are going to inters, so it's not bugged. It's not, but I thought for a minute it was going to bug.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards.
And they were going to be going to another set of dries for pitting again. That is not the case. We've got some double stackers, but unfortunately I don't think we're actually going to make any positions here. Maybe on Max. But even still, Max is on his way out the pits now as well. So the strategy has earned me one position by about 3 car lengths. It so very nearly worked spectacularly. But unfortunately it didn't. So still P17 at the moment of 18 runners left in the Grand Prix. Now then, who has the pace in the wet and who doesn't? Yeah, Baku in the rain is just going to be stupid now. I've got no grip. Car just doesn't stop at all. I just lost a second to Magnussen plus, just in that part of the track alone. Safety car.
Full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive.
That'll help.
Avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain.
I don't know why the safety. Oh shit!
Drop your speed. Our delta's too low, and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
I don't know why the safety car's out. Sargent was already out, I'm pretty sure. Or was he? No, Logan Sargent, terminal damage, lap 17. What lap are we on?
Okay, overtake the
We've just
safety
gone on to
car.
18.
Overtake the safety car. It's waiting to pick up the leader.
Well, yeah, Logan Sargent's obviously crashed somewhere. Do I put fresh inters on? We're going to be doing another lap. Do I put fresh inters on and then it's coming back to dries again later? Just to give myself a little tyre advantage over everybody else. I'm already second to last. Bollocks to it. Let's put a fresh set of inters on. It's probably not going to make a darn sight bit of difference to our overall race pace, but there is absolutely no reason not to right now. Question is, what tyres do I go to when it stops raining? Do I go soft, soft, soft to the end? Or do I go medium, soft, soft? Or soft, soft, medium? Or soft, medium, soft? Or do we just blitz it on soft tyres? Soft, soft, soft. Safety car should be in this lap then, at the end of lap 21. This race is taking forever. Not even at half race distance yet. I'm going to drive offline to try and keep the tyres cooler. And we're off. Max outbraked himself, but he's going to turn it into an overtake. I'm going to do the same and turn it into a double overtake. Or was it just Max? It was just Max. George still hasn't served his 5-second penalty. So that is going to stay with him to the end of the race, it seems. We should have 5-6% wear tyre advantage on these intermediates. I'm going to try and be very cautious under acceleration. And try and make them last a little bit longer as well. I can't. I thought, hang on, do I?
Caution, caution.
Another yellow flag. Piastri.
Okay,
Another safety car.
Safety car.
Jeez, Louis. Another safety car. What? Piastri spun, presumably, and then just can't get it back. He's just sat there. Yeah, Piastri's binned it. He's just going to sit there. Everyone's going to drive past him because he can't get back onto the line. And then, because he can't get back into the race because everybody's got to get past him, he's either going to get disqualified for not moving because he's gone invisible now, or he's about to pull in front of everybody else. Shout out with your Delta.
Delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Is he going to get behind the safety car or not? He is. I thought for a minute the leader was going to pull just in front of the... He has! The safety car came out of the pits, and the leader, rather than just pull behind the safety car, Charles Leclerc, rather than pull behind the safety car, which is there, and just slow up a bit, safety car's letting him go, and we're going to have to go all the way around the circuit again before then catching the safety car. Unbelievable, Jeff. What a ridiculous race. We're still not a half race distance. I mean, I could pit again for another set of inters and have an even bigger tyre advantage, but at the minute the tyre advantage isn't really doing me any favours. Well, behind the safety car for a second time, we will take another set of fresh inters. Will this finally give me some sort of tyre grip advantage over everybody else?
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
That sounds familiar. Have we heard that before? Right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Let me get Magnussen too. We'll try to anyway. Oh my god. Max is going so defensive. I'm getting. What in the f are you doing? So I'm up the inside of Max here. He starts to turn left. Bumps me. He's got room to his right. He's turning left into me here. Still turning left into me. Then the Hasserais around the outside. Then he gets bumped into the wall. And Max is still turning left and just... Oi, 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 oi. Max, mate, you can't turn left. If there's a car in the way, you just got to go straight here and wait for me to get past you and then undercut. But no, just turn into me. Oi, oi, oi. Well, it was a good attempted move, but I'm now going to not attempt to make it so that I don't get destroyed in the race.
Okay, we've lost a position.
And I'm going to end up losing a position because of it. Oh, I thought about it. I really genuinely thought about it, but I gave it up. K-Mag giving me the squeeze. We're going to get Kevin, though. We'll get Kevin here. I'll leave him racing room, but we're through. Stop! Max has got to have damage or something because he's just not as fast as he should be.
The car ahead has a damaged front wing.
Yeah.
It'll be losing
There you
some
go.
performance. This could be your opportunity. Your last lap time was 2 minutes 40.0.
Max has a damaged front wing. I thought he was carrying some damage. Pay attention, says I was reading chat. The rain is stopping, as you can see. It's definitely not raining anywhere near as hard as it was. We could take a medium set to the end from here, judging by the sprint race. What would you guys do in this situation, knowing that a medium set would take you to the end, but there's like a 2-second difference in time between soft and a medium? am I more likely to make less mistakes on 2 worn sets of softs than I am 1 very worn set of mediums? I think our tyre advantage is starting to kick in, or someone in this giant group in front has some damage and is holding everybody else up. Either which way, we've closed down Max Verstappen, who's still got that front wing damage, obviously. We are closing on the giant group in front. Go on, Valtteri. Valtteri might be about to get Alfa Romeo's first points of the season. Stop! K-Mag behind, pitting, seemingly for another set of intermediate tyres. Indeed he did. He was the first one to stop of those that stopped for another set of softs at the beginning of the Grand Prix as well. But he's not going to make up the ground that they made up on softs on inters, for sure. Oh, I want to go softs, but I'm going to go mediums.
Valtteri's in the pits. Okay, we can't take you right now. Pit next lap.
No, you're taking me now. You're taking me now. And you're giving me a medium set. Valtteri's out. It didn't cost me much. Oh, I got held, though. I got held. So I lost positions. Some of them have gone to hards. Now, I used my hards at the beginning of the race. So I only had mediums or softs left. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag.
Someone's got to still be on Inters, surely. Is Max Verstappen going slowly? Is Max Verstappen retiring? His engine's gone again. His engine blew up in the sprint race. His engine's blown up in the feature race. What is going on at Red Bull with their engines? Checo's went in Australia, and now Max has gone through 2 engines in the same weekend. Unbelievable, Jeff. I wonder how many others went to hards. Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot have gone to hards. Okay. Don't know how this is going to pan out. I don't think I've got the pace anyway. But we'll wait and see. There's more in the pits now. I just need to get in someone's DRS. Just want to be in someone's DRS, please. Ricciardo and Russell out in front of us. Russell has now served that 5-second penalty. And them coming out in front of me might be a godsend. How is Ricciardo on hards faster than me on mediums? I don't get it. My wings aren't that high. Bottas back past the Ferrari. Go on, Valtteri. This could be sensational for Alfa Romeo. I think Magnussen's retiring. Is K-Mag out? K-Mag's out at 18 seconds and pulling off. So at the minute, as K-Mag retires, we are 15th of 15. And now dead last. But still on paper, theoretically, a joint personal best finish of 15th. And at the end of the season, all we'll see is the 15. We'll probably not even remember that there was anything else in front, anything else untoward happened in that Grand Prix. I'm going to try and take the fastest lap. Yeah, I think Carlos Sainz must have damage because he's going to fall behind George Russell now as well. So we're going to put some soft tyres on. We're going to go and try and take the fastest lap because why the hell not really at this stage? Purple middle sector. Green first sector. With all of the battery usage, can we take the fastest lap at the end of the race? We're not going to get any points for it. If we were a creator series, I would get a point for it. Because the point system now for creator series goes down to P15 as does the fastest lap point. Hey! Fastest lap of the race by 6.5 tenths of a second. Purple noise. Look at me go. How Valtteri Bottas is in P5 and has held P5, I have no idea. Because this car is a dog. In Australia, he was 40 to 50 seconds behind me. Now, I'm half a minute behind him. Roles have been reversed. Only when I was the faster car, I came 15th. When he's the faster car, he's going to come 5th. 5th! I honestly don't know how he's done it. Carlos Sainz has got some crazy damage because he's really slowed just everybody up. Charles Leclerc is going to cross the line and win the Grand Prix in just a moment's time. Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton in P3 will finish the podium. Congratulations, Charles. Lewis started P16, was running P15 after the first safety car, and ends the race on the podium. That is a GG. It's a great race from Lewis Hamilton. Fernando Alonso follows him home in 4th. And in 5th place, somehow, Valtteri Bottas is going to get a 5th place finish. George can't quite catch Lance on the line, so he'll finish 7th behind the Aston Martin. 8th is Sainz, just. And then 9th is the Alpine. And I think Ocon, because Gasly retired. And 10th, the Haas. It has to be Nico Hulkenberg, because Kevin Magnussen retired. So 5 retirements, 3 safety cars, 1 fastest lap. Dab. 103 is tough. 103 difficulty is tough. Not strong tracks for me. Baku is obviously not strong really for anybody this year at the moment. Understandably, driver of the day, Lewis Hamilton. GG, sir. Up next after Baku is, my brain wants to tell me, Spain. So we should hopefully be a bit better in Espanol. And fingers crossed we've got the right setup to help us maximise the potential in the car. Bottas 10 points for Alfa Romeo. That's huge for us in the constructors' standings, especially at this stage of the season. Yuki, my rival, we level it out with. I do get my driver acclaim back that I lost from retiring in a sprint, but geez Louise, Valtteri Bottas. I mean, maybe he deserves driver of the day. Close to it, certainly. Miami's next, not Spain, Miami. Miami's neither here nor there for me, really, but we have 3,000 resource points. Let's spend them. I can't spend anything on chassis. Engine power, yes please. That'd be lovely. Not going to get it until Monaco. Sick. I can't afford to do anything there. Or I can't do anything there. Rear downforce. Do I want better rear downforce? I guess more efficient rear downforce. What I'd actually like to do is the weight reduction. I can't do that at the minute. I need upgraded facilities, please. Alfa Romeo, if you don't mind. Maybe I need a higher driver acclaim. I don't know. Well, I can only do 1 upgrade at a time on the chassis. But we might as well do the rear downforce here with a 10% discount. In fact, aero is we are the worst car for aero, which is not great. We've got a couple of things that hopefully will pass. In fact, they do. The durability is getting better, which would have been lovely for the previous Grand Prix. I've not gained any resource points, so I can't go and do the front downforce. I think that's us for now, with regards to upgrades. I could do something for MZUK or MZUH. For the minute, I'm going to hold off and save those resource points. So I'll go and do the... Neither are very fun. I'll do Time Attack in the AMG Black Series. And we'll see if we can earn some extra driver acclaim and see what the weather's going to be like in Miami. Because if it's raining like it was here, ugh. Please don't rain on me. Do 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 do. Give me sunshine. Please don't rain on me. Do 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 do. Give me sunshine. Rain in practice on the Friday, but the race is dry. Although it is going to potentially be wet at the end. So if there are safety cars towards the end, or at any point in the race, towards the end, it may drizzle. But I think we should be good. We're still the second worst car. We've levelled off. We've not made any improvement. Ferrari have and then levelled off again. But look at the Constructors' Championship. Up to 6th from 9th. You love to see it. Thank you, Valtteri. That's all on you, my friend. And ultimately, I think we're trying to finish 8th in the Constructors. Alpine will score more points. There's no doubt about that. Ocon's retired from one race, I'm pretty sure. Where are you? Ocon 9th, 15th, 8th, 9th. I think the 15th might have been a retirement in Jeddah. No, it wouldn't have been a retirement in Jeddah. And Gasly is 16th, 11th, 9th, DNF. I'm 16th, 19th, 16th, well, DNF in Bahrain, 16th, 15th, and 15th with fastest lap. Thank you very much. I'm second last. Not to worry, there's still plenty of time, plenty of opportunity for more points. Alex Albon, Danny Rick, Yuki Tsunoda, myself, and Logan Sargent yet to score a point. And Valtteri Bottas flying high. Checo with a P2, then a P10, and back-to-back DNFs. Ouch. Charles Leclerc is yet to finish off the podium. Carlos Sainz was yet to finish off the podium. Then he got an 8th place in Azerbaijan with a damaged car. Max has either won a race or not finished. So, Max for the win in Miami, I imagine. Unless he DNFs again. We'll wait and see. Double DNF for Red Bull in the last round, which means that Ferrari have more than twice what Red Bull have right now, and nearly more than twice what Mercedes have as well. Oh, it's been hectic so far this season, but in Miami we should hopefully be a bit more competitive than we were in Australia and in Baku, certainly than Baku. Miami's a track I'm more comfortable at. It's not necessarily a track there's more grip at, but it's a track I'm more comfortable at for sure. Time will tell. That'll be all for this one though. Video, like, channel, subscribe, Twitch channel, follow. See you tomorrow. Okay.